The foundation was founded by Dr. Charmaine Scott. She is a pediatric cardiologist. She found that while practicing at Bustamante Hospital for Children, that parents would come in with their children, they would be diagnosed with Down syndrome, as well as on top of that, they would be told that the children may have like a cardiac problem. And a lot of the parents would, one, be very overwhelmed with the diagnosis, not just the cardiac related diagnosis, but also to find out that your child has a disorder that is gonna carry them throughout life. She would find that also that the parents would want to seek at that point in time some sort of advice or counseling, and she found that the time was limiting for her to be doing that in clinics and stuff like that. So she then proceeded to found the foundation. The foundation really is a support group for parents. It's a non-profit organization where focuses on education, support, and having activities that can also include our children, our parents, as well as to promote social awareness, in Jamaica and internationally.
I'm so glad when this foundation was being launched, because I myself, I'm not even readily, with the information that is being given, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known, because I don't treat her as a Down syndrome child, and maybe it's because I really don't know that much what it was about then.
The more support these children are given, the better they are able to function.
When you have that support system, it's like you can move mountains.
It was music in the air for me when Dr. Scott introduced the foundation to me, and Auntie Sash, she's my mentor. She never let me feel heartbroken. She's the one who motivates me a lot.
I love you. I love you.
I absolutely adore the children. One thing to always know about children with Down syndrome, they're very friendly, very loving. So in truth and in fact, when a child with Down syndrome who is, well loved and support comes in a room, they can light up a room. With their laugh is infectious, and their aura is very bright and loving.
My experience with her was, it has been a learning one. Times it was up, it was down. The time when you are frustrated. But in all, it's a joy having a child like her.
That is it. She does everything that her brother does. When her brother was at that age, we allow her to do just about everything. She has limitations, but I'm not even sure if she knows that she has them, because we just allow her to do regular stuff, all the regular things at home.
With Shaliza, she takes things in her stride. When I took her first to school, I thought that, well, it's a normal school. Will she cope? But she just fell in with everybody, and she was a part of the school system. At times she would, I think she would just take over the class if the teacher turned her back.
Everyone who sees her fell in love and wants to take her away from me. So I have to hold her very tight when I'm going on the street.
Working with the parents, I can truly say that it has been a pleasure. Most of the parents are very grateful for the things that the foundation has been able to do for them. One of the things that we pride ourselves in for the past couple of years is that we've been able to have a fundraising concert called the Lift Up Downs Benefit Concert. This is going to actually be the third year. Through the funds from the concert, we were able to give grants to children so that they could get therapy, whether it is that they could, join a music class or get, occupational therapy, or even just to send them back to school. We have been recipients of funds from the Digital Walk Run for 4 years now. We received $1 million from the run last year. Every year in our concert, we celebrate them, or we honor them with a digital moment where we allow the children from the foundation to put on a little, performance and we dub it Digital Moment because they have done so much for us that even if it is in moments like that, for us to say, hey everybody, digital is such a part of our family that we want to celebrate them in that way.
I do get a grant from one of their sponsors, and that is a big plus because the school fee is really, I think, the challenge. Yeah, the school fee is really the challenge. Outside of everything else can be dealt with.
We did a study. It was done by Miss Denise Williams. She's actually a member of the foundation, actually a board member. The study that she did concluded that it takes almost $1 million per year to raise a child with Down syndrome. Each week for a child to, progress steadily with Down syndrome, they would have to be doing physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. They would have to also be involved in school. Most of the schools that they go to, the school fees are high. The reality is that full functioning Down syndrome children into adults, they still require care or some form of supervision. We have had successful persons who, not here, but overseas, who have gotten married. But you don't find that out here, right? We have members of our foundation that are like 21, 25, and they operate as if they're still 5, 6, maybe around 10, right? So they will require care for the rest of their life.
Well, I think I would really encourage parents who have children like mine is to get in touch with the Down Syndrome Foundation because they can pass on a lot of information. They encourage you to start early stimulation with your children.
The Jamaica Down Syndrome Foundation continues to advocate for improved social acceptance and inclusiveness while providing support and guidance to parents. There is still so much more that can be done.
I would like to see the foundation getting out there so we have different branches in especially the rural areas.